Inside, the ghost black badge is pure art. Dark carbon fiber trims, ultra premium leather, and the signature Rolls-Royce Starlight headliner, thousands of tiny LED lights twinkling overhead like a personal galaxy. Every drive feels less like a commute and more like slipping into another dimension. For Katt Williams, cars aren't just vehicles, they're an extension of his personality, bold, custom, and impossible to ignore. Not every car in Katt Williams' collection screams luxury, some whisper practicality, and that's exactly where his 2006 GMC Yukon XL1500 comes in. This full-size SUV may not turn heads like a Rolls-Royce, but it earns respect in a different way. Under the hood, it packs a solid 5-liter V8 engine, pushing out 295 horsepower and 335 pound-feet of torque, built for towing trailers or cruising cross-country in comfort. With 3 rows of seats and space for up to 9 passengers, it's the kind of ride that blends function with reliability. Durable, roomy, and refined with available leather touches, the Yukon shows that even a man known for flash knows when to keep it real. But don't get it twisted. When Katt wants to make a statement, he knows how. Enter the Polaris Slingshot. Half car, half motorcycle, and all attitude, the Slingshot is the most offbeat member of his garage, and maybe the most him. This 3-wheeled head-turner is powered by a 2.0-liter turbocharged engine that launches it from 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds. With a top speed of 125 miles per hour and a body straight out of a science fiction film, it's impossible to miss on the road. And that's the point. The Slingshot isn't just a vehicle, it's an extension of Katt's bold, unconventional spirit. It breaks the mold, just like he always has. In a world full of copy-paste luxury, Williams drives what reflects him: fierce, original, unapologetic. But beneath the chrome and horsepower is a side of Katt Williams that rarely makes headlines of the giver. While the world often sees the wild, razor-sharp comedian on stage, few know the quiet acts of kindness he does behind the scenes. One such moment, a heartfelt story from legendary singer and actress Melba Moore. Earning a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame is a dream for any entertainer, but there's a catch. It comes with a hefty price tag. Between production, placement, and long-term upkeep, it's an expensive honor. When Moore faced financial hurdles in making it happen, Katt didn't hesitate. Without cameras, without press, and without expecting anything in return, he stepped in and covered the cost. Because for Katt, success isn't just about what you drive or where you live, it's about lifting others up when they need it most. When Melba Moore took the stage to accept her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, her voice trembled not just with pride, but with deep gratitude. Among the people she thanked was someone unexpected: Katt Williams. Behind the scenes, away from the cameras and headlines, it was Williams who made her dream possible, footing the bill and making sure this legendary singer got the recognition she deserved. And that wasn't a one-time act of generosity. Just a year later, in 2013, Katt was performing in Boston when a moment off stage became just as powerful as the show itself. After the set, his security spotted a woman in tears. When they asked why, she shared something that hit hard. She was battling a serious illness and hadn't laughed in weeks. That night, Katt's jokes gave her something medicine couldn't: joy. Katt invited her backstage. He listened. Then, without a second thought, he handed her a $1,000 cash gift neatly folded with a note that read, "God never leaves." But his compassion didn't stop with individuals. In 2014, Katt returned to the neighborhood where he'd once seen families struggle to make ends meet, and he came back with a plan. He gave away $200,000 of his own money, not through a charity or a foundation, but straight to the people. Each resident received $10,000, a life-changing amount for many, and in a quiet personal gesture, he even gave a mink coat to a woman in need. Then came a story that caught everyone by surprise, not from Katt himself, but from rapper Boosie Badazz. In a Vlad TV interview, Boosie shared that after he was released from prison, Katt was one of the first to reach out. No cameras, no headlines, just real love. He didn't just invite Boosie to his show, he welcomed him like family, making sure he felt seen, respected, and celebrated. One unforgettable story comes straight from rapper Boozy Badazz himself. He recalls the moment Katt Williams casually handed him $15,000 wrapped in a towel and held together by a rubber band. No fancy envelope, no dramatic gesture. Just a quick "here, Boozy" before Katt disappeared without waiting for thanks. It was classic Katt, unpredictable, low-key, and real. That moment wasn't about flash or applause. It was about helping, period. No strings, no expectations, just pure, from the heart generosity. But when it comes to Katt Williams, the man behind the spotlight has always been full of surprises, especially in his personal life. Fans and the media have long been fascinated by his relationships, curious about the man behind the sharp suits and sharper jokes. And like everything else in his life, Katt's love story hasn't followed the rules. Years later, Katt's name was linked to Ebony Gray, a woman who kept a lower profile but still made headlines when rumors swirled about a secret wedding in the early 2000s. Quiet, mysterious, and off the radar, just like much of Katt's personal life. But like the chapters before it, that relationship, too, eventually faded into the background. In 2016, things took a dramatic turn in Katt Williams' personal life when Ebony Gray filed for a court order to dissolve what she claimed was their marriage. Her petition raised some heavy allegations, including accusations that Williams was mentally unstable. Gray even sought spousal support and requested an annulment, painting a pretty controversial picture of the comedian. But Katt shot down those claims, insisting their relationship was never as romantic as she described. But beyond his complicated love life, Katt Williams has found himself tangled up in legal issues for years. From the moment he hit the comedy scene, it seemed like trouble was never far behind. His fiery, confrontational style at live shows sometimes went a little too far, leading to abrupt show cancellations and a string of arrests that made headlines. One of the most infamous incidents occurred in November 2006 at Los Angeles International Airport. Katt was caught with a stolen gun in his briefcase, leading to a misdemeanor charge for carrying a concealed weapon. He pled no contest and was sentenced to 3 years of probation. That was just the beginning. In 2011, he faced another arrest for allegedly assaulting a tractor driver. And in 2012, things got even more intense when he was arrested for assault with a deadly weapon after allegedly attacking a man with a bottle on his tour bus. These legal battles and arrests have definitely added to the troubled image that seems to follow him. But despite all the chaos, Katt Williams fans have stuck by him, still drawn to his sharp wit and one-of-a-kind comedic genius. Will he ever put all these personal and legal issues behind him? Only time will tell. But as of now, Katt Williams remains a living example of how thin the line can be between brilliance and madness. If you enjoyed this look into his life, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more insider glimpses into celebrity lifestyles, and share your thoughts on Katt's wild journey in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and catch you in the next video.